that men are no longer going to be interested in the woman with the fake nails because we don't have them anymore. The eyelash extensions, we can't get them. I'm gonna run out of makeup soon. Men are gonna want the woman who can catch a chicken and take the feathers off of it, or gut a fish, or churn some butter, or whip up some toilet paper, spin it somehow. I can't do any of it. 2020 is your year, farm girls. 2020 is for you.
Alright, Shalom. Call Allah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to the men who I learned this truth from, my teachers, beginning with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and all the men on down. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Barakatham to the hopefully elect. Quick video, because here it is, being in the year 2020, with everything that's going on, a lot of these women, they're waking up to the fact that this whole pact, this whole covenant that they have with Esau, they're realizing, it's pretty much been in vain, and it's going to be, it's been nothing but, or it's going to be nothing but, it's detrimental to them, because again, this whole attitude that these women have, that they've been having over the years, that they believe they don't need a man, and they're equal to or even greater than a man. They're starting to wake up to the fact that this is pretty much they've been believing in lies, because you got the Israelite man, he's waking back up, coming back to the ordinances of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Men are becoming men again, all right, and a lot of women, they're starting to see that, and again, they realize they fucked up at the end of the day, So real quick, I'm gonna go to, because I got another clip that I'm gonna play, but I want to get all the precepts out that I have first, and then I'll end it off with that video that I want to play. Isaiah 46:8. It says, "Remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors." So you see, because again, you have the Israelite men, all right, they're waking up, they're coming back, remembering the ways of old, coming back to the ordinances of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. They're becoming men again, because you got a lot of men today, they're down with the whole, women's rights and this whole rising up of women, women empowerment, but again, you got a lot of women, they're coming out of the simp culture, all right, they're starting to realize and understand that, the man, he's the fine gold, he's the precious jewel, and in fact, it's not the woman, all right, because women, they were created to be a helpmeet unto the man, but again, being in the society, in this captivity, everything's it's backwards, everything's twisted, but again, you got a lot of men, even men that aren't in the truth, they're waking up to to this fact that it's, at the end of the day, it's pretty much, it's about the man, contrary to what they teach in the society, where it's this society is geared towards women, but in fact, it's about the man, right? And a lot of women, they're waking up to the fact that, again, at the end of the day, the man, he's the treasure, all right? When you go to Jeremiah, the 32nd chapter, jump down to the 9th verse. Or is it Isaiah? Is it Isaiah 32? and 9. Yeah, Slakia. Matter of fact, let's start at verse 1 or verse 2. Isaiah 32 and 2. It says, a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. So basically, at the end of the day, because things, when they start getting, when things really start getting bad out here, a woman, she's gonna revert back to her natural state of being a possession, being humble and being submissive. All right, because again, this society, it's taught that, a woman, she doesn't need a man, she can do bad by herself. Well, in fact, we're you're gonna see how far that gets you in the long run. All right, because again, women, they're hypergamistic by nature. All right, they seek protection. They want protection. They they want that protection, or they're gonna want that protection from a man. But again, and the because I always talk about this, the days of twerking and um what do you I forgot the slang that they use, the the clout or whatever, um pretty much, all that shit, it's going to be to no use in that day, because again, at the end of the day, a real man, he doesn't look for that, he doesn't look for that stuff, all the nails and all the fake hair and eyelashes, that shit's played out. It's more so, what can you provide, what can you bring to the table? Can you cook? Can you fish? Can you what like, can you sew some garment? Like, what can you do? 'Cause again, all that glamour and beauty, at the end of the day, it's going to be to no prevail. It's meaningless. It means nothing. When you go to Proverbs 31, jump down to the 30th verse, it says, favor is deceitful and beauty is vain. So you see, all that shit, it's vain, it's worthless, it doesn't mean anything, at least to a real man. Because you still got a lot of men, so-called men, they're stuck up in that simp culture. They still believe in, opening doors for women, and just basically, bowing down and giving their strength to a woman. you know but again, the days are coming where that shit is going to be pointless. It's going to mean nothing. All right. you know Posting half naked pictures and being whores and sluts on Instagram and all this other stuff, man, it doesn't mean nothing. But it's going to mean nothing to a man, a real man, at the end of the day. It's going to be more so about what can you provide, what can you do, because do you know any type of trait, because you know again, because when shit gets bad, when that time comes, women, they're going to be treated as commodities. They're going to, like I said, they're going to revert back to their natural state of being a possession, because that's what a woman is at the end of the day. She's a possession. And we're going back to that time where women, they're going to be possessions. They're going to be quiet, humble, submissive. We go to Sirach, the 26th chapter. No, I'm sorry, 36. It's 36 and 24. It talks about that. It says, he that getteth a wife begetteth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. So you see, and a wife, it's just another, when you look into it, wife and woman is interchangeable. It means the same thing. So when it talks about a wife, it's just talking about a woman. And a woman, when you look into the etymology of that word, it means a female servant. All right, because again, a woman, she's supposed to be a helpmeet to her, to her man. But again, that's something that's definitely looked down upon in this society. And these women, they're prideful, and they think that they don't need a man, and they actually believe that they're better than the men. But again, Yahweh Shemel Shai, he's about to, the great humbling is about to, a great humbling is about to take place. All right, women, they're going to revert back to their natural state of being a possession to a man. All right, and again, something that's something that's practiced in this society is, let's say if a man and a woman go on a date, she's actually asking the man what can he provide to the table, when it's not supposed to be like that. All right. And again, you know, when things really start getting bad, it's gonna be more so what can you provide at the table, you know, because hell, you know, today, you know, women, you know, I mean, she can barely boil an egg, you know, just cooking hot noodles all day, you know. And again, you know, that's not gonna stand when all hell breaks loose. All right, because I mean, if you don't know nothing, you know, if you don't know any trades or you're not of good use, you're gonna be left out there by yourself, right? You're gonna get snatched up and, you know, hey, you know, whatever befalls you, it befalls you. You know, the scriptures talk about how, you know, things are going to be taking place, things are going to be happening, and there's not going to be anyone to pity you. No one's going to be able to, there's not going to be anyone to mourn for you. No one's not going to give two shits about you, you know? So, you know, that day comes, you know, um, because best believe, you know, when that day comes, you know, the women, they're going to be seeking for a man, and they're not going to be just looking for any man. They're going to be looking for a man that possesses this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, because it's going to be made known who the men of the Lord are during that, you know, during that time. They're going to have that hedge of protection. All right. And if you don't fall under that hedge of protection, again, you're going to be left out there. All right, because it's going to be, we're heading into some scary times. And, you know, we talk about these things time in and time out, but words, they will never do, they'll never do justice. All right. So let's go back to, well, drop that. Let me go to Micah, the 7th chapter, and verse 10. Micah 7:10, it says, "Then she that is mine enemy shall see it." Yeah, because you Israelite women, you have become one of the biggest thorns, the biggest headaches. All right, you become right along there with Esau. You know, you become one of the biggest enemy, you know, to your own men. All right, all the things that you've done to the Israelite men, and even more so the men of the Lord, or the men that the Yahweh Shemel Shai is dealing with. All right, the Lord is not going to take that lightly. All right, you know, this is precept in my mind. Talks about how, you know, you offend one of these little ones, you offend me. All right, so pretty much, you know, you offend one of the prophets, you offend one of the men of the Lord, you offend Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And again, that's something that he doesn't take lightly whatsoever. All right, so we read on, it says, "And shame shall cover her which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power?" And that's exactly a lot of you women, you know, you mock the men of the Lord. All right, you know, and again, and you know, ultimately it's going to be to your demise, because now a lot of you women are waking up to the fact that, you know, you fucked up on a major level, you know. Slakia. Slakia. Okay, so yeah, you know, because the men of the Lord, you know, the prophets, they talk about these things, you know, they bring these things out, giving out the warnings, telling, you know, you women, you need to repent, you need to submit yourself to, you know, your man, and all these other things. And again, you know, you mock and you scorn, right? And again, you know, a lot of you are starting to wake up and realize that you fucked up. All right, and you see that the Israelite man is coming back to his power, you know, coming back to the ordinances of Yahweh Shem Shai, right? And you're starting to see that, you know, in fact, Yahweh Shem Shai is dealing with a certain of these men, and this is just on a small level, you know, because again, you know, when things really start getting bad and shit hits the fan, again, you know, it's going to be made known who the men of the Lord are, and it's really going to be made known who Yahweh Shem Shai is dealing with. And it's going to be those same men that you laughed at, you scorned, you put them to hell, you got them on child support, got them locked up, and all these other atrocities that you have done. All right, Yahweh Shem Shai, he's gonna you know, pay you a visit. You know, we read on, it says, "Mine eyes shall behold her, now shall now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets." So you see, because when that day comes, you know, again, you know, you women, you pretty much you're gonna be turned, you know, you're gonna become commodities. All right, and again, you know, if you don't, I mean, if you don't know any, any type of trade, you don't know how to cook, wash clothes, or do anything, you know, there's not going to be no use for you. And because during that time, the men, they're going to be doing the picking and choosing, asking, what can you bring to the table? And again, if you don't know shit, you're going to be left out there by yourself. All right. And again, you're going to be treated as commodities. All right. You're going to be treated as what you were created to be, a possession. All right. A lot of you are going to be traded and sold for food and other goods and resources. All right. So again, it's only going to be, that if you don't fall under that hedge of protection, which is going to be through the men of the Lord, the prophets. All right. I mean, then there's no hope for you. All right. So I'm going to go to Sirach 26 or Ecclesiasticus 26 and Ecclesiasticus 26 and verse 22. It says, "And harlot shall be accounted as spittle." So you see that again, because for the most part, most of you women, you're nothing but harlots. All right, jumping on the cock carousel, jumping from cock to cock. All right, you've made yourself an harlot. All right, and you're proud about it. You again, because a lot of you use your glamour, your looks, your fake ass cheeks and breasts. All right, and, you get a lot of men caught up in your little web of lies and deceit. All right. But again, you're going to be treated as spit. You're going to be treated as the mire of the streets, as with this precept I just previously read. You're going to be treated like nothing, man. All right. When you read on, it says, "But a married woman is a tower against death to her husband." All right. And again, a lot of you don't believe in, the order that Yahweh Hashem Shai has set up, in which you submit yourself to your man, your husband. All right. A lot of you don't believe in the ordinances, or because again, it all goes back to the pact that you have with your daddy, your God, Esau, Edom. All right, he's giving you all these benefits. All right, he's giving you the privilege of being whores, and they say it's okay, to jump around from man to man, sleeping around and being harlots. All right, do as thou wilt, spirit. All right, this whole feminism nonsense. All right. Again, you got caught up. Here it is. You get a lot of these men trapped up in your a web of lies and these snares. But here it is. Yahweh Shem Shai set you up for the ultimate the ultimate blow, because again, a lot of you are just going to be left out there by yourself with no protection. All right, and again, if you don't have that, if you don't fall under that hedge of protection, this is, you're in for some serious judgments, man, because the scriptures talk about how people, they're going to be getting held in captivity. They're going to be eaten alive, and just all type of just horrendous things that are going to befall this place. You're going to have wild beasts. All right, these different race wars and civil wars. You're going to have foreign troops coming over here and just doing all type of unspeakable acts. All right, they're going to be killing your children for sport. A lot of you women, you're going to be ravished, as the scriptures talk about. You're going to be ravished, raped, robbed. All right. And again, this is what it's going into, being encountered as spittle. You're going to be treated like nothing. All right. You think you got rights now. You think you can do bad all by yourself. Or like I said earlier, you're going to see how far that gets you. All right. I'm going to jump down to verse 25. It says, "A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog." So you see, and that's, a lot of you women like to refer to yourself as the bad bitch, quote unquote, right? That's what a female dog is, So the same way, you like to act that's how you're gonna be treated. All right, like a dog. All right, that mire, a commodity, a possession. All right, and again, if you don't know any type of traits, man, then I mean, there's no hope for you. You're gonna die a horrible death. All right. Read it out. It says, "But she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord, and you fear the Lord. You serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai by serving your man, your husband, especially if he's in the truth. All right, especially if the Lord is dealing with him, and he's in fact a man of the Lord. All right. Um. So yeah, that's pretty much on that. But yeah, a lot of women don't believe in being shamefaced. All right, you're proudful, you're loud, you talk too much. And that goes completely contrary to the scriptures. All right, a woman, she's supposed to be shamefaced. She's supposed to be quiet, submissive, humble. You know, um, but nevertheless, I mean, you can't say these things in this society without catching some type of flank for it. But nevertheless, Yahweh Shem Shai, he's the ultimate judge at the end of the day. He's going to deal with it. And I'm tell you now, we can't wait to see these things. The scriptures talk about how it's a joyful thing to see the downfall of our enemies. And like I said, and like I read earlier, a lot of you women, you become the biggest enemy right alongside with Esau. You become our biggest enemy. All right. So we can't wait to see these things happen. Because like I said, when this time comes, you're going to be treated. I mean, you're going to be, when that time comes, there's not going to be no pity for you. No one's not going to be able to mourn for you. No one's not going to give two shits for you. It's going to be a dog eat dog world, and people are going to do what they got to do to survive and get it in. All right. So like I said, you see how far that whole I could do bad by myself. You see how far that gets you. All right. But I'm going to go to Zechariah, the 8th chapter and verse 23. It says, "Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of the nations, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew, saying, we will go with you, for we have heard that the Most High is with you." So you see, you're going to have grown men looking, for that protection from a man of the Lord. Or grown men, because the scriptures talk about how grown men, when that day comes, they're going to be crying like women, man. They're going to be bitch made. They're going to be turned out. It's going to be so terrifying, and they're going to be so scared and so shook. Scriptures talk about how men, they're going to acting like a woman that's in travail, because it's going to be so bad. And if that's the men, how much more so you women? All right. Because again, it's going to be made known who the Lord is dealing with at that time. All right. And you women, you're going to come flocking to a man of the Lord. I'm going to go back to Isaiah 32 real quick. Now I'm going to go to verse 9. It says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Because again, you women, you don't think that you don't think that these things can happen because you're comfortable. You got to ease. You got all these benefits. You got SNAP programs and welfare checks and all these other checks and benefits that you get from Esau. Because again, you're under this covenant with Esau. All right. And he's giving you all these benefits. All right. You don't think that these things can happen. You're living good. You're going on all these vacations and traveling around the world and all these other things. So, everything's all good and handy dandy now. All right. So you don't, you don't see you can't see it from retrospect. All right. Because again, you don't even understand that you're being set up. All right. And ultimately, Yahweh Shem Shai, he's setting you up for the ultimate blow. All right, because a lot of you women, like I said, you're prideful. You're too prideful, and a lot of you women, most of you women, are too far gone. All right, so everything that you're about to get, all the hell that is about to befall you, you deserve it at the end of the day. All right, just like you put the Israelite man through hell. All right, we dealt with our punishment. We dealt with our, what we had to deal with. Now it's time for you to receive, your what's the word I'm looking for? It's time for you to receive your I'll just say judgment. All right. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and read on down. Verse 10, it says, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless woman, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. So again, all that, wearing those fake ass nails and ridiculous eyelashes, all that shit, man, it's going to be to no travail. Because when that time comes, that shit's not going to mean anything. All right. And again, you know, a lot of you're comfortable now. All right. You know, but again, you know, the time's coming when, you know, you're not gonna have any resources. A lot of you women, you know, you're gonna be in your period. You're not gonna be able to, you know, clean yourself up. You're just gonna be a hot mess. All right. You think you're a hot mess now. Look, when that day comes, when that day comes, man. Again, words can't describe, and words can't, you know, my words can't. They don't do justice. All right. Verse 11 says, "Tremble, you women that are at ease. Be troubled, you careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins." And that's exactly what you know. Again, would you a lot of you women are starting to wake up to the fact that you fucked up, and you know, yeah, you know, and like I said, you know, a lot of you women is for a lot of you it's too late. A lot of you are too far gone. You know, and this is not to, you know, because you do have some women out there that are, you know, they're sincerely they're repenting, they're trying, all right, they're seeking Yahweh Shemel Shai, and you know his you know what their role is and all this. You know, this is not to those women. This is to the, you know, the careless ones, all right. You know, the ones that don't give a shit and they're still full of pride, all right. Um, so yeah, you know, things are gonna get real uncomfortable, which you know, for the most part, you women, you love being comfortable, but again, you know, Yahweh Shemel Shai, he's gonna take away that, you know, that element, and things are gonna get real uncomfortable out here, and you know that's when you're gonna start trying to seek a man of the Lord, you know. But again, you know, in that day, you know, you just better hope you get um, you know, picked, because again, you know, when you go to Isaiah 41 or 4:1. It says, "And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach." So you see, and again, you know, if you don't, if I mean, if you don't know shit, if you're not good for anything, then hey, you're not gonna get picked, right? Because you're gonna have flocks of women. They're gonna be coming seeking the men of the Lord, all right. You know, because they want that protection, you know. But yeah, you know, um, yeah, you know. But again, you know, I mean, if you don't know no type of trade or anything, man, then you're gonna be left out there by yourself, you know, and you're not gonna have that hedge of protection. So, you know, I would strongly encourage you, you know, if you don't know how to cook or you don't know how to sew, whatever the case may be, you know, you better learn to do something, you know, better pick up a trade, you know, find yourself useful for when that day comes, you know, because we're headed into some scary times, man, and you know, a lot of you gonna find out the extremely hard and painful way, you know. So I want to end it off by playing this clip, or playing this movie scene. I couldn't find this clip, so I just uh, downloaded this video from another brother's page. So I'm gonna play this clip, and now I'm gonna end it off with this clip. So again, I'm gonna give all credit to Yahweh Shemel Shai, double honors to my teachers, beginning with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the men on down. Yahweh Shemel Shai, Brakatham. Until next time, I say shalom.
So, it's been like a week or so, and you people have nothing left to offer. So at Ward 3, we came up with a new plan. Bring us your women. Women for food. Have a good day.
What's going on? You haven't eaten in 3 days.
We gave you all the food we have. It's up to you to ration it. Distribution is your problem. Forget it. Fuck that. We're not doing that.
I'm not going. I'm not gonna go.
Josh, you know, it's really not the men from this ward, so you can't blame us. They should ask.
Volunteers? What are you talking about?
Hey, look, if there are any volunteers, I think they should say so now.
I wonder how many volunteers we have since that temperature match.
It's not the same.
I'll read it. It has
Obviously not
that.
the same. It's just not. Because there's no facts here.
Yeah, well, there's no wars either. Yeah.
That's debatable. What? Are you asking me for a deliberation camp? My God. Of course, I would rather that my wife didn't go. But what I want really doesn't matter. It's completely up to her. My male pride, of course, is going to be hurt, but if that even exists in here, what does it matter anyway? We're all starving to death. So I just think that people should do whatever they feel like doing according to whatever morality that they have left. Nobody, forget it.
Great, I'll go too. I'll go too.
Well, you do what you like. But my life is going nowhere. Dignity has no price.
No one knows how many women are here. Do what you want. Talk to me.
No, that's not the point. I just want...
I'll do this.
もう何言ってんの？まあ俺の言う通りにしてればいいんだ。俺の
Long wait. How long will you wait before they come and get us?
Yeah, Slovakia. So you see how that woman, she was rising up against her man, against her husband, completely out of order. See, that's the thing. None of that's gonna be taking place, during Jacob's trouble. All right, you're not gonna have these women, rising up, speaking out against their man. All right, that's not gonna be going on. All right, because again, the scriptures, they talk about, how a woman, she's supposed to be quiet. She's supposed to keep her mouth shut, and whatever her husband says, that's what's supposed to go. All right, and again, when all hell breaks loose, again, women, they're going to revert back to their natural state of being submissive, being quiet. All right, so yeah, that was it on that. But yeah, I'll go ahead and play the rest of this.
How many things?
Nine.
Nine. Well, nine will have to double digits. Oh, if any of you is on the ride, you don't want to, you will mention some other time. Well, then get yourselves all gussied up and come over at your leisure. We'll be waiting. The food will follow, perhaps. In the meantime, brought you some bread to tide you over. One more. There you go. Let's go.
Everyone's gonna get their own girl, okay? If you don't, well, we share. That's how we do things here, right? Okay, I want you all in order from hot to cold, okay? The hottest, come here.
So yeah, you know, by the way, the movie, that's a clip from the movie Blindness that came out some years ago. You know, and it's a good depiction of what the pretty much the point of me doing this video. You know, what's about to take place. You know, what's about to go down as far as women, you know, becoming commodities. All right, and again, you know, if you don't have that hedge of protection, hey man, it's you know, it's gonna be bad for you. You know, so you know, hopefully the point was made. However, to you were edified, and until next time, I say shalom.